I'll be doing an original day, like just sometimes we sing. I just walked in front of the camera. Hard. New day, new routine, nothing special. Psych, it seems. Setting in the alarm for 8:30, something never done before. Spending time with family, such a bore. FaceTime friends, Zoom a teacher, try out the latest TikTok feature. Be bored, of course, cause online school sucks. Bake a bread, watch a show while the news keeps saying, uh-oh, oh no, oh no. I will never get out of my house, I will never get out of this cycle, consumed with news, Instagram views, only thing to do is recycle. Watch a bug, paint a sock, doesn't quarantine rock? Saying prayers, but I'm not religious, becoming super superstitious, COVID prophets about I'll never get out. Dressing your dog up, just to not be bored out of your mind. Sourdough Saturdays every day, quarantine wine and dine. Terrified of leaving the comforts of that tiny seeming home. Crying when you fail an online test about Sherlock Holmes. It's too much, panic stays, hyperventilation every day. Canceled classes, meetings, rescheduled life. Play video games every night, cause nothing will be alright. Oh no, oh no. I will never get out of my house, I will never get out of this hell. I hear my siblings every second, so I'm practicing deadly Harry Potter spells. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, everyone's having a brain glitch. Never be productive, just lie around, watch It's a Wonderful Life, look at the freaking sound. COVID prophets about I'll never get out. It's scary, it's not right. This pandemic will never seem out of sight. Cry, it's okay. This'll be a tale to tell our kids someday. So I will make it out of the house. I will someday be free. Until that day, I'll do my best to be me. I'll do more chores, never complain. Wear masks and social distance. Yes, this could be a fantasy. I mean, staying at home could be fun. Download apps, watch Tiger King, staring here at the sun. Rethinking life how it was before, find a passion that is worth living for. And I know someday I'll get out. Time to go bake some bread.
Am I centered? Hi, everybody. I am KPN, president of the Iden Payne Awards Council, and I am really, really glad to see you all tonight. I'm going to find my light. Hang on, back up.
Sorry.
The first thing that I need to tell you is that we are currently assembled here on the ancestral homeland of the Tonkawa, the Lipan Apache, the Comanche, and the Caddo tribes. It is unceded land, and it turns out that the Lipan Apache tribe has a Venmo. At Lipan Apache tribe. So that's information that you have now. They take monthly donations of $5. That's information. In an ordinary year, we would have seen 175 shows. We saw 40. 7 of them were live. So it was a rough year just in general, and I'm really glad that I'm seeing your faces in person, and I have a feeling that I'm not the only one feeling that tonight. Before we do anything else, I want y'all to take a minute and look around at the people among us tonight who manage venues. It has been a hard year and a half, however many months, I don't know what is time, for all of us. But for the people that have sweated, who have stayed up late trying to keep our spaces open, this pandemic has been, I can't imagine what they've been through. And all of us as a community owe them a debt for keeping their doors open for us. We're going to keep this ceremony as fast as we possibly can because we have great food and drinks back there, and I have a feeling that we're just really excited to see each other. So without further ado, we have a flock of trophies. The countdown is in front of you. Let's pass them out.
Hello! My name is Taylor Flanagan.
And I'm Adam Roberts.
And we are very different heights, so just, bear with us on that. I'm going to present the small cast category. Whoa. We've got Annie Jump and the Library of Heaven, Vortex Repertory Company, Ding, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater, The Frog Prince, Jared Productions, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance.
Okay, please. And the Iden Payne Award for small scripted cast goes to this one. Vision disorder isn't so good. Annie Jump.
Someone get up here!
Heights difference. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank you. Where's Clarissa? And Rudy is here from out of town. And you're here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is so wonderful. We're so happy to be back on stage with Flowers Flame. I'm so excited. So is my hat. You look great too. Oh my gosh, all of you look great. Thank you so much. Say something.
Yeah, I was trying to stuff my face back there, so I'm like, thanks.
So great. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now we've got large cast, which just means more people in it. All right, first we got Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. Human Resources the Musical, Mallory Schlossberg. Spells of the Sea, Cohen New Works Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance. The Spin, Street Corner Arts. Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater.
And for large scripted cast, we have Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. I did some vocal coaching on that, so I'll take this one back to them.
Excellent. Oh wait, is that Now I got cast of an improvised digital production. Ándale, échale ganas with Coach Ben. Come on, give it a try. Vortex Repertory Company and Star Community Theater. Dr. Boo's Creepy Neighborhood. Hideout Theater. Escaping the Zoom. Hideout Theater. Hashtag Found. Hideout Theater. And Holly Jolly Journey. Hideout Theater.
And the cast of Improvisational Theater Award goes to Ándale, échale ganas with Coach Ben.
Cool. Let's all take a moment. I'm a proud descendant of the Lipan Apache Band of Texas, so let's all take one. Let's go! Thank you all so much. Seriously, the Iden Payne Awards Committee, we appreciate you all for doing all that you do to make this possible. Thank you to Rudy, Melissa, and Bonnie, and everyone at the Vortex for giving this Tejano an opportunity to just try to, present the most authentic self that I can present in that moment and in that time. So that was about a year ago, and now I'm on a whole new journey as far as who I am and who I want to be. And so thank you to Cold Town. Thank you to the people that were a part of this, Max, Nat, my friend Chrissy, who just won an Emmy, but she said that this is probably the best award that she's ever won. But seriously, I appreciate you for giving me the space and the opportunity to do this. And Joseph Campbell says that the cave that you fear the most to enter contains the greatest treasure. And for me, a year ago, that was trying to figure out who I am and what my identity is. So tonight, I dedicate all this award to the people that are on my arms, to the people that have embraced me, to everyone in here that has been a part of a collaboration that I've ever gotten to do with you. I thank you all, I appreciate you all, and ándale, échale ganas.
Alright, we got Simone Alexander, Faith Anderson, Octavia Latoy, and Callie Sykes, The Coven in Covenant, Manifest Minifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. Next, we got Marissa Angel Barker, Ashley Bowen, and Michaela Heath, The Chorus of Furies, Fall the House, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Alan Blake, Leon Clinton, Richard Jones, and Graham Snow, The Coders, in Human Resources the Musical, from Mallory Schlossberg. Catherine Brady, Joseph Yee, Nicole Melendez, and Valeria Najera Zavala, The Penguins, in OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Rudy Ramirez, Casey Beeler, Roy Yannick, Brandon Martin, Toby Miner, and J.R. Zambrano, The Council of Warlocks, in Stygian Crossing Season 2, La Fenice.
And the award for ensemble performance goes to Rudy Ramirez, Casey Beeler, Elijah, Brandon Martin, Toby Miner, and J.R. Zambrano, The Council of Warlocks.
What I really want to do is act. Do we have any other of the warlocks here? Adam, come on. Toby was here earlier. Yeah, it's okay. So I wanted to thank La Fenice for this amazing opportunity to take this utterly weird, delightful collection of very messed up warlocks and make them into a comedy thing. It was such an honor to get to do work with amazing improvisers, which I've never had a chance to do before. It was so wonderful, and thank you so much, and thank you to the Iden Payne Committee for holding it together in such an intense time. Adam, you would like to better.
Just exactly what Rudy just said. I love that theater of the weird stuff, and that was exactly what we were like pulling in. Like I was really like surprised that Rudy was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it!" You know, like, awesome. We got Rudy Ramirez. This is kick-ass. So, yeah, thank you, Rudy, for joining in on the weirdness. Yeah.
I'm just picking up on that there's a pattern that you go off the stage this way. That's a new thing I just learned. I'm a part of the committee, whatever. Featured music performance. Jessica B. Cohen, as Jessica B. Cohen, in another Great Depression Vortex Repertory Company. Rebecca Ferris as Rosalind in Les Amants de Bois, Lovers in Arcadia, Shakespeare on film. Laura Freeman, who gave me these pants, as Calypso, Island of Calypso, the Vortex Odyssey Vortex Repertory Company.
And featured music performance goes to Jessica B.
This is weird. Hi, I've never done this. Cool. Thank you, everyone, to all my cool Vortex people. I know some of them are here. The summer was really cool because the last summer I had like no human contact, and so it was really fun to be in this thing and to have this. And music's awesome. Vortex is awesome, and that's all I have to say. Thank you. She performed here tonight, you guys. And then she won a thing. Movement performance. Here we go. The cast, Bring It On, the musical, Summerstock, Austin, Texas Performing Arts. The cast of OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance. The cast of Radiance, UT Department of Theater and Dance. The cast of La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro and Vortex Repertory Company. And an individual, Luis Ordaz Gutierrez. Oh, I forgot how to pronounce it. Lucosia? Sure. Siren of Distraction. The Sirens. The Vortex Odyssey Vortex Repertory Company.
Movement performance goes to the cast of Bring It On, the musical, Summerstock.
I want to just say a huge thank you to the Iden Payne Awards for putting all of this together, and a huge thank you to the cast and crew of Bringing On the Musical. We did a musical during a pandemic, which was crazy. So thank you for just the support and being uplifting and resilient to our Austin community. Thank you.
It's puppetry time. Dr. Boo's Creepy Neighborhood Hideout Theater. Flatheads Don't Lay Eggs, or How the Chicken Crossed the Road. Manifest Minifest 2020, new Manifest Theater Company. Our Lady of the Sacred Part, Vulva Pope. Vortex Repertory Company. The Sightless, ACC Department of Drama. Trash Talks with Polly Mermaid. Full theater.
Outstanding puppetry goes to Our Lady of the Sacred.
Original script feature length. Carlo Lorenzo Garcia. Guinevere Gobea, Spells of the Sea, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Jenny Crick, Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro and Vortex Repertory Company. Lane Michael Stanley, Rainfall Special on Me. The cast, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater.
And the award for feature-length original script goes to Guinevere Gobea, Spells of the Sea
I'm not Gwenny, but she's almost here, and she would say thank you. All right, original script, short and sweet. I added that. Chris Eli Black, Bowie, Manifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. Christiana Ray Colon, Covenant, Manifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. That is just a lot of words. Raymond Lusak, Ding, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Rob Roth, Pushing Buttons, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Eva Suter, Ariadne, The Vortex Odyssey, Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company. And TK Sylvester, The Last Floor, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater.
Short original script goes to Ava Suter.
Oh, got it. All right.
I hear people running. I hear people coming.
Eva Suter is an incredible playwright and an incredible human. She is a UTMFA graduate. I'm so happy that I get to take her this award and text her immediately that she won. And once again, thank you so much to the Pink Committee for not only honoring live theater, but honoring all different kinds of theater online, that this finally gives space for short work to be recognized so fully. Thank you so much.
All right. This is our last one. It's Adam. The last one. Original score. Thank you. Original score. It's fitting. It's fitting. Dave Cooper and the one-man frog band, the Frog Prince, Jared Productions. Yay! Laura Freeman, Miss Your Touch, the Vortex Odyssey Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company. Guinevere Gobea, Spells of the Sea, Cohen New Works Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance. And Mallory Schlossberg and Alexandra Smith, Human Resources, the musical, Mallory Schlossberg.
Thanks so much for your hospitality here tonight. It is really wonderful to see all of you. And our last award, why thank you, original score, goes to Mallory Schlossberg and Alexandra
Hi, so I'm not Mallory. She's horribly sick this weekend, but she sent me a couple words to read you all. So she'd like to say, obviously, I've got to thank Alex for being an incredible creative partner. There aren't exactly words, so why bother trying? You're brilliant. There, I tried. Thank you to everyone who helped bring the music of this virtual musical to life. All the folks who played instruments for the show and the soundtrack, Kenzie and Tosin, for all that you did to bring the music to life. Sam for listening to so many iterations, and every single vocalist who brought this to reality. You all helped make a dream come true. Thank you to the Iden Payne Committee for the recognition. It means so much to be recognized as a local artist. Local artists are vital to our community and we must keep supporting them. Thank you.
Alex, who wrote the music. Okay, I played for a musical improv show for Mallory, and apparently that was all it took for her to choose me to be alongside her in this endeavor. I never believed this was an opportunity meant for me. I know too many talented composers that I have been on this stage with and that I've worked with, and that I still can't fully comprehend that this moment happened. What we overcame virtually still exhausts me. My parents and my family forever have my heart. They're the greatest support system anyone could ever ask for, and I would not be here without them. My thanks are endless. That is from Alex. I am not Alex.
Next up is our occasional B. Iden Payne Community Service Award. This year we are honoring Robert Ferris. Robert started at UT getting an arts degree, then wandered into Esther's Follies one day and ended up as a scriptwriter and actor. With nothing else to do in the front part of the week, he began writing theater reviews for an upstart rag called the Austin Chronicle. He eventually ended up as the arts editor at the Chronicle, where he served with distinction for 28 years. And his focus as arts editor was on the whole community of the arts, rather than just doing theater reviews and calling it a day. He would do background articles on the houses, on the personalities, on the business of theater in this town and what it takes to keep a theater going, which brought insight to everything we know behind the scenes that the public never gets to know. And Robert also served on the Payne Council for 2 years before leaving to found our worthy competition, the Awesome Theater Critics Award. Robert's motto at the Chronicle has always been respect the effort that people put into their shows. He would always much rather not publish a review if it was going to be a bad one. Although there have been occasions when producers chewed him out for that and insisted that he publish the review, and he did, and they never asked again. And he also kept his toe on the other side of the newspaper by both producing his own shows and acting in them, as well as acting in other shows. For all of these, and certainly many other things that we never hear about from his modesty, we honor Robert Ferris.
I'm clearly not Robert Ferris. We were trying to keep this a secret from him, and yesterday he messaged me condolences that he wasn't going to be able to make it. So I'm going to shoot a video, and I'm going to send it to him tonight. So, pretend I'm Robert Ferris, and I just got this award! That's awesome. I'm going to send it to you.
made. You guys. And this is.
Hello, my name is Brian Chesley from Deaf Boston Theater.
Okay. Yeah, cool. All right, here we go. I am doing design. You're welcome. All right. Thanks. I'll be here until the rest of this evening. Okay, so our first award for set design. The nominees are Maggie Armendariz, Cuento Navideño, A Virtual Humbug in the Barrio, Teatro Vivo. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Indigo Reyel and Caroline Reck, Trash Talks with Polly Mermaid, Glass Half Full Theater. Tomas Salas and Joe Kelly, The Sightless, ACC Department of Drama. And Gary Thornsberry, Rainfall Special on Me, Ground Floor Theater.
And the winner is Gary Thornsberry.
And Gary's not here, but this is a person that you want to hear from.
Well, I was hoping Patty would come up here and accept this on behalf of Gary. I just spoke. Hi, Gary. I am not Gary Thornsberry. I'm Lisa Sheps with Ground Floor Theater. We are so proud to accept this award on behalf of Gary. Rainfall Special on Me was such a special show. It's in the title of the piece. And Gary made it rain in the most heavenly way on stage. And so we thank you. We thank the Iden Payne Council and everybody involved. Thanks so much.
Okay. I don't have as many flourishes as you do, Taylor. I'm going to take a class with you afterwards. Okay, next up is lighting design. Patrick Anthony for Annie Jump and the Library of Heaven. Vortex Repertory Company. Patrick Anthony, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Rachel Atkinson, The Sightless, ACC Department of Drama. Ari Jameson, Radiance, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Emily T. Novak, Sad Women Being Sad. UT Department of Theater and Dance.
And the winner of the best lighting design is Patrick Anthony, Annie Jump, and the Library of
I see someone we all know and love. He doesn't even live here anymore, you guys.
I don't even go here. Patrick Anthony is an incredible lighting designer, and I'm so happy to have worked with him on more shows than I can possibly count. And I'm sure if Patrick were here, he would be thanking the Vortex, thanking Bonnie Cullen, thanking his amazing crew, and thanking all the amazing people who work on Jump and the Library of Heaven. Thank you so much for the Iden Payne Committee.
Okay. Sound design. Right? Yeah.
What? What?
This guy. Okay. You're very charming. I like that about you. Also, you're standing next to me, so, it's just better. All right, Craig Brock. The Frog Prince, Jarrett Productions. Charlotte Brown and Tosin Human Resources, the musical, and also Mallory Schlossberg. TJ Hill, Julie Moore, and Adam W. Rodriguez, Stygian Crossing, Season 2, La Fenice. Melissa Giles, Letters from Camp Shrewd Productions. I'm sorry, I'm a child. Somebody earlier told me to use my chest voice for this one. Alex Titsworth and Casey Durham. Again, I apologize, I'm a child. Spells of the Sea, Cohen New Works Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance.
And the winner for sound design. Whatever, I'm deaf. Charlotte Brown and the musical, Mallory Schlossberg.
So they are not here, and I am not them. But I have to tell you guys, these guys are our superstars. They made an entire soundtrack. They put it out on Spotify. They mixed all of our levels, and they made live theater happen while we were lip syncing and creating this music at the same time. It was insane, and these people deserve this for sure. So thank you, Mallory. Thank you, the cast. Thank you, Human Resources. You guys are amazing.
Okay. Costume design. I think these people would really appreciate us tonight. Because we're looking good. Let's try. Okay. Thanks. All right, costume design. Teresa Carson and Shane Oberly, I hope. Bring It On, the musical. Summerstock, Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Pamela Friday. Jesse Rose. Aaron Flynn. Coco Electric. Connor Hopkins. Melissa Vogt. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez. And Aaron Kubachek. The Vortex Odyssey. Vortex Repertory Company. Huicha Gutierrez. And Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Rosa Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Buffy Manners and Diana Huckabee, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, Austin Playhouse. I probably should have said that with a different accent. My apologies. Marina de Yo Pedraza, Our Lady of the Sacred Part, Volva Pope. Those are words I've never thought I would say out loud. Vortex Repertory Company.
And the winner for costume design is Teresa Carson and Shane Oberly, Bring It On, the musical, Summerstock, Austin, and the Texas Performing Arts. Congratulations.
They're coming! They're coming! Who's coming? You're here! Congratulations!
I did not do the costume design, but Teresa Carson, Mama T, that's who we call her, and Shane, very proud of them. The costumes were awesome and amazing. They did a great job, so thank you so much.
Media design. Thanks. I don't have a joke for this one. Okay. Rachel Atkinson, The Sightless, ACC Department of Theater and Dance. Carlo Lorenzo Garcia, The Spin, Arts. Héctor Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza, Cósmica, Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Adam W. Rodriguez, Stygian Crossing, Season 2, La Fenice. And Melissa Vogt, The Vortex Odyssey, Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company.
And the winner for the best media design is Melissa Vogt.
I'm flabbergasted. I didn't actually prepare anything because looking at the people that I was up with, I was just like, I'm just gonna run this live stream. It's gonna be great. But I want to thank Rudy Ramirez and of course Bonnie Cullum and all the people in the Vortex for helping make this happen, and the cast of hundreds that actually did all of the work to make all of the wonderful, weird, strange, incredible storytelling that went into the website that was the Vortex Odyssey Underworld. It was quite the journey, and it's an experience that I don't know that I will ever replicate in all my life. So thank you so much for recognizing it.
Properties design. I'm waiting for this person. Yeah, how do you make that sound for a racket? It's obnoxious. But also maybe a really nice person, so Godspeed. Okay. Shannon Grounds, Letters from Camp Shrewd. Patty Neff Timmon, Rainfall Special on Me. Christopher Payne, Katie Decker, Rachel Bostick, Crystalline Moon, Jane Johnson, Brooke Harrington. That's a great name, by the way. I'm sorry. You sound like you should be a blonde person. I don't know. Heather Luke, Chris Fontanes, Danny Stetka Odom, Sid Sanchez, Danielle Briscoe, Abigail Lucas, Mickey Johnson, Cassidy Timms, Emily Rankin, Amber Chantel Hales, Nicole Oglesby, and Amber Wilson. It's quite a group of folks. For Dandelion, with Bottle Alley Theater Company and Vortex Repertory Company. Thank you! Oh my gosh! Thanks for recognizing my talent. Okay. They're really regretting giving me this job. Indigo Royale, Caroline Reck, Trash Talks with Polly Mermaid, Glass Half Full Theater. And Chris Fontanes and Mickey Johnson, Wildcraft, Bottle Alley Theater Company, and Vortex Repertory Company.
And the winner of Best Property Designs is Indigo Royale and Caroline Trash Talks with Polly Mermaid. Glass Half Full Theater.
Caroline texted me and asked me to pick this up for Trash Talks Polly Mermaid. If you've never seen Polly Mermaid, it is an incredible piece that is exploring environmentalism through humor and incredible puppetry work. Please check out Glass Half Full Theater if you don't know them already, and thank you again to the Iden Payne Committee.
I feel to steal the awards from people, and he's keeping them in a quiet hidden place.
Yeah, that's fair because again, he doesn't even go here anymore. Right? Yeah. Good call, Brian. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on him. He'll probably be back
Right?
here again.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, next up, hair and makeup design. The cast, the Vortex Odyssey, Vortex Repertory Company. And my apologies in advance for potentially mispronouncing this name. Zofia Optos, OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance. The cast, Dr. Boo's Creepy Neighborhood, Hideout Theater. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company.
And the winner for hair and makeup design is the cast of the Vortex Odyssey. Do you think that who do you think will come up? I saw the switcheroo happening there. You're tricking us.
We have some cast. Here they come. They come. There's some cast. They did their own makeup designs because it was COVID and it was like, yeah, just get ready before you come. There's no dressing room. There's no. Well, okay, yeah, and we were all masked, so this would be makeup from here up. No, please come talk.
Come here.
So yeah, makeup in pandemic times. I mean, hair and makeup in pandemic times. It's half the time. It's amazing. Funny. It was a really fun. You know, doing makeup in an abandoned hotel. I've never, me personally as a siren, you know, like pinning your wig, doing your makeup behind a rock in an empty parking lot, eyelashes on behind a car, right when they're like about to like come in, the rhinestones. It was epic, but I think this production defines Austin.
Thank you to all of the artists on the Vortex Odyssey who made it all possible. Thank you. Thank you to the Iden Payne Committee.
Oh, it's the last one.
I'm sad. Will you talk to me after this even? Oh, wow. Okay, no, that's great.
We'll see. We'll see. Do you know sign language? Okay. We'll chat.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you to the committee. And this is it's wonderful to see all of you again in person, and it was wonderful to see all of you last year, even on a virtual screen basis. So, but it is really great to see you all again in person. Welcome back. Yes. Okay, last up, but not least at all whatsoever, stage management. Yeah. If these people can keep me in line, God bless you. Okay, Morgan Rochu, The Spin, Street Corner Arts, Davy Solomon, Hannah Fry Ginsberg, Harriet Butler, Nicole Wilkins, and Michaela Stasny Bring It On, the musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Ilana Schlossberg, Human Resources, the musical, Mallory Schlossberg. Clarissa Smith, Annie Up, and the and Chris Fontanes, Wildcraft, Bottle Alley Theater Company, and Vortex Repertory Company.
And the winner of the best person with RBF, I mean stage manager. Davy Solomon, Hannah Fry Ginsburg, Harriet Butler, Nicole Wilkins, and Michaela Stasny in Bring It On, the musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Congratulations.
All right, I'm not one of the stage managers, but I am honored to be up here to accept this award for them. They were absolutely amazing through this process, especially with COVID protocol, and we had a very short tech process, and they kept us safe with all the stunts that were on the stage with the lights. So thank you to our wonderful stage managers, and thank you for this award.
Do you have any fun stories? We're supposed to stall a little bit. Do you have any funny stories, embarrassing stories about the stage managers?
No. They were amazing. We had a lot of fun doing this show. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's so good. Yes. Who said that? That was awesome. Great. Yes. Hannah, one of our stage managers, somebody actually ended up contracting COVID, and one of our stage managers became one of the leads in our show. She is awesome, and she is working on Broadway right now, and she is amazing. So there's the story. Thank you.
Does this work? Hey everybody, I'm Martin Thomas. Happy to present the awards for lead performers. And if you guys had a chance to see our nice bartenders back there, really sweet, and I need you to be nice and drunk so you don't mind when I butcher names. Good enough, yes. Okay, lead performer in digital production, edited. We have Kenneth Benefield as Son and Boyd, Manifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. Joshua Castile as Danny in Pushing Buttons, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Marina Dio Pedraza as Vulva Pope in Our Lady of the Sacred Vulva, Vulva Pope. Our Lady of the Sacred Part, sorry, Vulva Pope, Vortex Repertory Company. Daniel Grisco as Morgan Moxley in Dandelion, Bottle Alley Theater Company, and Vortex Repertory Company. Sarah Chong Harmer in Michi Park, OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Jenny Crick as B in Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance. And Rupert Reyes is Thomas in Mall, Manifest Minifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. There's more. Oh, my card ran out. Rupert Ramirez, a non-gender specific parent of Rise / Gwyneth Paltrow and Stygian Crossing Season 2, La Felice. And Ben Wolf as Hercule Poirot in The Mysterious Affair at Styles, Austin Playhouse. And Jane Palacios as Jay in Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance. All right.
All right, well, I hope we didn't miss anybody, but it's all written up there. I'm Lisa Sheps with Ground Floor Theater, and the Iden Payne for lead performance in digital theater, edited, goes to Kenneth Benefield, son of Manifest 2020, New Manifest Theater.
Hi everybody. Wow, I haven't been performing for 2 years. This is weird to me. Thank you all. Thank you. Shout out to Iden Payne. Shout out to all the other nominees. Thank you to the New Manifest Theater and Chris for writing that. And thank you for Steve, who isn't here, but awesome to perform with, and everyone who was able to help. Faith, love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Next up, lead performer in digital theater, audio. We have Jackie Calloway as the princess in The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. Will Dorman as H.S. Crank in Spells of the Sea. Cody Cohen, the New York's Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance. David R. Jarrett as Sam Rayburn. The Speaker Speaks, Jared Productions. Toby Miner as the Frog Prince, Jared Productions. And Emily Watson as Finley Frankfurt, Spells of the Sea, Cohen New York's Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance.
Okay, and the I just wish I was as good as Brian Cheslick in doing this, but I'm not nearly as good. But I do need glasses. The winner, the Iden Payne Award for lead performance in digital theater, edited, goes to Marina Deo Pedraza, Volvopoke, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, Volvopoke, Vortex Repertory Theater. Marina, are you here? Taylor. Well, we will accept this honor.
I just am clarifying. I think we get 2 winners if there's 10 people nominated, correct? Yes. So this is the second winner from that award 2 awards ago, right? So Marina also won in that category, just like Kenna!
Well, that was a nice practice. So now for the only award in lead performance in a digital theater audio. Yep, that's what it says. Okay. Boy, everybody was like wondering, this is a real Oscars moment, isn't it? Goes to The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. It does not say.
Go for it, Jackie!
Go, Jackie! Go, Toby!
This does feel very Oscars. I feel like that may tell me this was a mistake. And either Toby and I did not win. But if we did, that's awesome. The Frog Prince was really great to work on. Thank you, David. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Thanks.
So we think we have a little bit of clarification. We do have 2 envelopes. One says Jackie Calloway and one says nothing, but we can make the assumption that it's Toby Miner.
Maybe we're back on track.
Live theater, folks.
Lead performer in digital theater live. Michelle Alexander as Mrs. Peters, Trifles, O'Neill, and Glassbell, different stages. Carl Lorenzo Garcia as Carl Lorenzo Garcia, Portrait of My Mother, Jarrett Productions. Nietzsche Gutierrez as Mama Clown in La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. And Chelsea Manisseri as Mrs. Hale in Trifles, O'Neill, and Glassville, different stages. Oh, continue, sorry. Thank you. Megan Rebuse as Emily Silverberg in Human Resources, the musical. Mallory Strasberg. Sharita Rivers as Deidre Young in The Spin, Street Corner Arts. And Catherine Schroeder as Mrs. Dowie. The old lady shows her medals. Singe and Barry, different stages.
Okay, drum roll, please. The winner of the Be Iden Payne for lead performance in digital theater live. I'm so nervous about what it's going to say in here. Megan Rebuse.
Hey, I didn't write a speech, so I'm going to go off the cuff. Thank you so much for this. I guess first, thank you to Mallory, who isn't here, but I know is watching on live stream. Thank you for trusting me with the part of Emily, and what I know is a brainchild for you. Thank you to the casting crew of Human Resources. We pulled off something that I literally told Mallory was impossible before she had auditions. I said, because a live musical online, I was like, how are you going to handle the latency on that? But we did it, which is crazy. And I guess thank you to all of you, the Austin theater community. I feel really blessed to be a part of this community. It's been one that I've been a part of since I was in college, just years ago at this point. And I am truly humbled to win this. I wasn't expecting it, so thank you.
Second winner. Boy, thank God I have you guys here. There's two winners, folks. For God's sakes, for the second winner, lead performance in digital live is Carlo Lorenzo.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you to the Be Iden Payne Committee for acknowledging that we have digital theater in the world and that we should celebrate it. So thank you for having the awards for those. I would like to thank Jarrett Productions and David Jarrett, my director, for helping me with this production. It was a labor of love, a love letter to my mother, who is a martyr. She's my hero. Without her, I wouldn't be here, obviously. But I want to thank her not only for making those sacrifices to allow me to be an artist, to be an actor, a director, a writer, but also the sacrifices in her life just to keep us alive and to survive, and just being able to survive. So, and for her to be able to share her story with me, because I think it's very important that we tell the stories. We are storytellers, all of us. And the stories that get told, and the stories that move on past just these four walls of a theater or a digital piece, are very important. And we carry those torches for our families, for our heroes, and for everyone around us that we deem important. So let's raise up the important people and not raise up the stupid people. Our mothers, our fathers, our parents, our guardians, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, all those wonderful people who have got us to where we are. Thank you so much to all of them, and thank you to you.
Finally, lead performer in live theater, Octavia Latoy, Annie Jump. We'll Vortex Repertory Company. Stan McDowell as Mikey, Rainfall Special on me, and Hannah Roberts as Campbell in Bring It On the Musical, Summerstock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts.
Awesome. I'm guessing there's only one of these kids, so here we go. Thank you. We're not going to screw this one up. The B. Iden Payne Award for Lead Performance in Live Theater goes to Octavia.
During that show, Rudy and Marcus, the cast, oh my gosh, I feel like that cast was magic, and I'm gonna get really emotional. Cast and crew, amazing. Thanks to my mom, who's in the crowd tonight. My mom always helps me with my life, all the time, Steve, so thanks, Mom. Yeah, thank you so much, I'm really grateful. Wow, thanks.
Hello. I'm Bill Paul, and I'm here to present our special Iden Payne Awards. Theater is entertainment. Theater is an escape from the mundanity of daily life. Theater is spectacle. But theater is also a tool. Following the footsteps of Augusto Boal, a theater company in Austin invites some of our most marginalized citizens and provides them a platform for bringing their stories to the community. The work they produce invites individuals in crisis to analyze their situation and shape the potential for solutions, and then makes spect-actors of the audience, engaging us to request meaningful change. It is my pleasure to celebrate Gathering Ground Theater with you this evening and to present them with a special award for public involvement.
I appreciate the creative and the community that support us. And we do a lot of work with the community as a whole. And I appreciate this again. And it's been a couple years since I've seen you. This time I won't wake you. And I appreciate your help so much. Thank you so much.
Good evening, I'm Annie Kim Hedrick. I'm Liz Beckett. And we are going to be doing a direction. Woo! All right, direction of a digital production editing. We have Simone Alexander for Covenant Manifest. Andrea Hart and Jenny Crick, Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Adam W. Rodriguez for Stygian Crossing Season 2, Laura Toner Haddock, The Mysterious Affairs at Styles, Austin Playhouse. And Melissa Vogt and Rudy Ramirez, the Vortex Odyssey Underworld Vortex Repertory Company. And the Iden Payne goes to Melissa Vogt and Rudy Ramirez.
for this one.
Hi, back again. I'm gonna let Rudy talk because I said all the things. Here you go, Rudy.
Because I haven't talked enough tonight. I don't even go here. We really, Melissa, I wish we spoke because Melissa, your work was amazing and incredible, and you put this together so much. I think I found people. That's what I did. And Melissa, you did so much work with digital editing, so much work putting this whole thing together, and I am so happy to share this world with you. You are such an incredible artist, and you're such an important part of the vortex for me, and I love you so much.
I love you too, and let me just say, the inspiration for all of this, even if it kind of came from both of us, I feel like it sprung from your mind in a brainstorming session. So without you, this would not have happened. So I miss you so much, and I'm so glad you're here tonight. Thanks, y'all.
Next category, direction of digital theater, audio. Melissa Quiles, letters from Camp Shrewd Productions. David R. Jarrett, The Frog Prince, Jarrett Productions. Anna Pickett, Spells of the Sea, New Arts Festival and UT Department of Theater and Dance. And David R. Jarrett, The Speaker Speaks, Jarrett Productions.
And the Iden Payne goes to David R. Jarrett, The Frog Prince.
Well, this is encouraging. I did my first show in Austin in 1967. It's taken a while to get here. I appreciate the encouragement. For a kid my age, it's always nice to have the support of the community. And speaking of the community, I did want to say how proud I am to be part of this community, because the things that we have achieved since March of 2020 has just been amazing. It's always going to be an asterisk year, but we worked our asterisks off to get stuff done. And whether it was by mail or by telephone or by Zoom or in person in a field or a street corner or an edited piece of video or an audio play like this one, we did it. You did it. We all did it. And we may not have gotten all the people, all the butts and seats and eyeballs and earballs that we wanted to. We certainly probably didn't make the money that we needed to. I mean, we're not called nonprofit for nothing. But we did it, and I'm so proud to be a part of a community that does things like that. Thank you for letting us be a part of it. Thank you for embracing us, and thank you to the Iden Payne community.
Can we just acknowledge Tyler Mabry first? All right, direction of Digital Theater Live. Spencer Davis, The Spin, Street Corner Arts. David R. Jarrett, A Portrait of My Mother, Jarrett Productions. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cósmica, Proyecto Text Repertory Company. Braxton Ray, Fall the House, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Mallory Schlossberg, Human Resources, the Musical, Mallory Schlossberg. And Nikki Zook, Trifles, O'Neill and Glasspool, different stages. Payne goes to Spencer Davis for The Spin, Street Corner Arts.
Hey everybody, it's me. Spencer Davis is from Chicago. One of the great things that we had about our production was that we crossed many cities. So he sent me this to read. Wow, this is really awesome. You all look so great tonight. Especially this guy right up front. Love that tie. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but honestly, it's kind of fitting, given that I rehearsed the entirety of the spin from my kitchen table in Chicago. Thank you so much to the Street Corner Arts, who without ever meeting me in person agreed to let me direct my own play from afar. Thanks to the cast for being so freaking talented and saying my words good. Thanks to the creative team, led by the screen manager and absolute genius, Morgan Brochu. Much love to Carlo Garcia, that's weird, I'm reading this, for making it all happen, and to my spouse, E, for listening to every draft of this show. This show was a hybrid effort of artists from Chicago and Austin, and it would not have been possible without audiences like you embracing the very idea of virtual theater. So with that in mind, thank you to the Iden Payne Awards, one of the few award bodies in the country to acknowledge the validity of digital theater at a time when creating in person was filled with so much uncertainty. It means a ton. Thank you.
Direction of digital theater improvised. We have Jessica RJ and Adrian Gonzalez. #found Hideout Theater. Jessica RJ and Adrian Prado. Holly Jolly Journey, Hideout Theater. And we have Colleen Bell and Danielle Da Verona. Dr. Boo's Creepy Neighborhood, Hideout Theater. And the Iden Payne goes to Colleen Bell and
You so very much for letting us entertain you online. Yeah. Thank you, the Hideout Theater, for allowing us to put on this very strange production with people all over the country, including Chicago, funnily. And then we also had some cast in Israel, and we were able to do something really weird and magical. And thank you, Danielle, for directing my first show with me. It was an honor.
Oh, thank you, Bean. Thank you so much to Austin and the amazing community that we have here. I think we can all agree that this kind of community motivated us through the pandemic. So we appreciate you inspiring us, and thank you to our cast, crew, and the Hideout for letting us inspire you back. Thank you.
Our next category is Direction of Live Theater. Marcus McWhorter and Rudy Ramirez, Annie Ginger Morris and Michael Avila, Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. And Patty Neff Tiven, Rainfall Special And the Iden Payne goes to Ginger Morris and Michael Avila, Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts.
Hey, Ginger and Michael are both in tech rehearsals right now, currently working on other projects, but I'm accepting this award on their behalf. Bring It On, the musical. I've known Ginger since I was in high school, and she brought me onto this musical to direct, well, for her to direct a show, but also to kind of help me out. She taught me a lot during this process, so I just want to say that not only are they great directors and made a beautiful show, but they also help everybody in the cast grow. So, yeah, thank you.
Our next category is Music Direction.
We have Guinevere Govea for Spells of the Sea, Cohen Newark Festival, and UT Department of Theater and Dance. J. Quentin Johnson of Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. And Alexandra Smith of Human Resources, The Musical, Mallory Schlossberg.
And the Iden Payne goes to J. Quentin Johnson, Bring It On, The Musical. Back up there, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts.
Hugh is wonderful and awesome. He's working on his career, but he's also giving back and coming home to support his community. So shout out to Hugh. Congrats.
Callie, you might want to sit a little closer, just because your category is nominated again. So we have Movement Design. Gianna Blasquez, Radiance, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Russell Harvard, Ding, for DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cosmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company. Hunter Regian, Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. And Mike Steele, OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance.
And the B. Iden Payne goes to Hunter Regian, Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts.
Hunter is also in tech rehearsal right now for another production. Hunter brought me onto this project to assist him, and I learned a lot. I did not know a lot about cheer, but he didn't let that stop him from bringing me in, and we were able to marry cheer and dance with this wonderful production. So thank you, Hunter, and congrats.
We have Dance Choreography. Sandy Donzica, Coco Electric, Tony Bravo, and Keely Fuller, The Vortex Odyssey, Vortex Repertory Company. Kelly Hassandras, Human Resources, The Musical, Mallory Schlossberg. Matt Kennedy and Callie Sykes, Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. And Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, La Raza Cosmica, Proyecto Teatro, and Vortex Repertory Company.
And the B. Iden Payne goes to Matt Kennedy and Kelly Sykes, Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin.
Thank you so much. Matthew Kennedy and I have known each other since our junior years of high school. We were in the same professional musical theater company, and to be able to work with him on this project along with Hunter Regian and Ginger Morris was such an honor. So thank you, and thank you to our wonderful cast and crew. They just took on all this choreography in a really short amount of time. It just killed it. It was just amazing to be a part of such a strong company. So thank you so much.
Get her basket for those. We have Dramaturgy. Mallory Maven, Spells of the Sea, Cohen Newark's Festival of Music, Griselda Silva, Our Lady of the Sacred Heart Vortex Repertory Company. Lane Michael Stanley, Rainfall Special on Me, Ground Floor Theater. India Wilmot, Annie Jump and the Library of Heaven, Vortex Repertory Company. The cast of A Tale of Two Citizens, A People's Struggle with Housing in the Capital City, Gathering Ground Theater, and Tenants Speak Up Theater.
The Iden Payne goes to
India Wilmot!
up. She did so much outreach to make sure that every night we had artists, we had people doing science work, all to draw attention to the Black Cultural District in which Vortex has its home. I'm so happy that she won this, and if you have not seen pictures of her baby, just go find them because that baby's thank you all so much again.
All right, we have technical director Blake Addison for Cuento Navideño, a virtual Bah Humbug in the Barrio, Teatro Vivo. Carlo Lorenzo Garcia, The Spin, Street Corner Arts. Hank Kirsten, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater. And Kenzie Slaughter, Human Resources, the Musical, Mallory Schlossberg.
And the Iden Payne goes to Carlo Lorenzo Garcia.
What a great category. So thank you so much to the Idens again. Much like Human Resources, The Spin was performed live across multiple cities for 9 performances. It was live streamed directly to computers and television sets. Across the country, we had viewers from California to Chicago to New York to Texas to just all over the place. It was really great. We had to use so many different and learn so many different applications to make this possible. So thank you to OBS. Thank you to Zoom. Thank you to, what was that other one we had? I don't even remember because I didn't like it as much. Thank you to that one. And thank you to the cast and crew that made the show run really smooth based on what we put together technically. Thank you.
Last category in direction, we have editing. Connor Darnell, Spells of the Sea, Cohen New Works Festival, and UT Department of Theater and Dance. Jason Graff and Craig Brock, A Portrait of My Mother, Jarrett Productions. Paul William Cruz and Davy Sumner, Sad Women Being Sad, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Nick Saldivar, Talk of Graves, Cohen New Works Festival and UT Department of Theater and Dance. And Lisa Sheps, Trans Lives, Trans Voices.
And the Iden Payne goes to Connor Darnell, Spells of the Sea, Cohen New Works Festival, UT Department of Theater and
Connor cannot be here tonight, but he was our mixer and
he made a great soundscape and it was just wonderful. So thank you.
Congratulations to all the nominees and all the winners.
Hey, so I figured now's a good time to be a little bit of a bummer. So we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't know about y'all, but every time I open social media, I was really afraid to see that some of us may have passed. We did lose a few this year, and I wanted to take a minute to honor their legacy and their memory.
Good evening. Gathering Ground Theater and Tenant Speak Up Theater would like to publicly honor and remember the lives, the artistry, the advocacy, and the friendship of James Mosley and Patricia Pat Perez. James Mosley fought for the right of those experiencing homelessness to live full and dignified lives. James was a talented musician, poet, and a delightful collaborator. He had a wild kindness, contagious smile, and deeply cared for his friends and community.
Baby James.
Pat Perez, was a tenant leader with BASTA. She was a fierce advocate for safe and healthy housing for renters in Austin. She was passionate about voting and voters' rights.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. She was funny, compassionate, and while I may be a bit biased, Pat was the best greedy management I have ever heard perform.
Yeah, she was. Love you, Pat.
So James and Pat were founding members of Gathering Ground Theater and Tenant Speak Up Theater, respectively. Their politics informed their art informed their politics. They brought their lived experience to city council, tenant meetings, rallies, protests, and productions. They not only told it like it was, but they also imagined what could also be possible.
Yeah, they did.
A city where all people were treated with humanity and respect. A city where all people had access to safe, affordable, and dignified housing. Pat and James were with us during the creation of A Tale of Two Citizens, A People's Struggle with Housing in the Capital City, the work that was recognized here tonight. And while neither were with us to share this work with the public audience, their words and voice and spirit are all over it. On what she hoped audiences would take away from this show, Pat shared. My hope is that this show will encourage people to step up and make things better. The stories we tell in this group are really happening to renters.
That's right.
Ridiculous fines and fees, poor living conditions, rising rent, bully management, it's all there.
That's right.
On the role of theater and activism within the homeless community, James said, "It's important that we continue to perpetuate our voices and be known as humans and as part of society, not just outcasts." Pat and James were like family to us, and we miss them deeply. And I'd like to invite Sheree Walker to share a few words of remembrance.
Hi, I'm Sheree Walker, and I am a member of Gathering Ground Theater. I just could not believe it when they told me James had passed. James was the type of spirit that you would think would always be around with his laughter, with his jokes, his little innuendos. He was also a great teacher as far as theater was concerned, and if you ever had a problem, you could go to him. And when you left, you always felt that the problem was taken care of. I remember one time he was telling me about this drink It's a Scotch, I believe it was, Louis the 15th. And he said, girl, this stuff's $1,500 a fifth. I said, well, I guess I'll never have that. So we go to a bar one time and he orders 5 shots. I said, are you kidding? This is what I'm thinking to myself. The bartender brought them and set each one down and he threw them back. And I said, what the heck? The bartender said, as expensive as that is, you're throwing them back like that? He said, well, if you knew what I had in my pocket, you'd throw them back too. He had 50 cents. James was also, he was funny like that. That's what I say. And now that I think about it, I loaned James $50. I'll never get that back. Peace to you, my brother.
Okay.
Steve Soji. I mean, what an amazing history, what an amazing career. I got to meet and hang out with Steve Soji a lot, and the man, oh my gosh. A lot of folks probably know him as, he's a piano player. He works with University of Dance Department, musical director for Pinfold Theaters and Arts on Real. He's a accompanist for Ballet Austin, several other companies. But like his real rich history was back in Austin comedy in the 1970s. He was like a master of parody. Musical comedy satire was like Steve's magic domain. I mean, he's like a wizard. First time I met him, I thought he was a wizard. He had this huge beard and this just amazing ability on the piano, just effortless and amazing. He was one of the founding members of Esther's Follies back in the 70s. I talked to Shannon Sedgwick a little bit about him because I was all nervous as heck coming in here trying to talk about Steve. And she had told me that he was part of a tribunal of theater companies that were on the rise back in those days. And it was during the bicentennial, and the name of the group was Bite Centennial. And that was just kind of how he was, he just knew how to effortlessly combine classical piano concertos with, commercial jingles and TV themes and stuff like that. His later works with folks like Leova Rozanoff, they did this wonderful version of Strauss's Die Fledermaus, except they turned it into kind of an Austinified version called The Bats. And it received a lot of great accolades. It's just sort of a tribute of the kind of thing that Steve Soji did. He was an amazing performer, and he's remembered as a wonderful collaborator and just a funny guy. I was shocked when I found out that he had passed. Just kind of energy that he had. It's definitely going to leave a void. His friends over at Esther's Follies are going to have a memorial for Steve Sergi on the 9th of January. It's going to be at 2 o'clock over at the Esther's Follies. And they welcome anybody who knew and loved and appreciated Steve to come by and remember him. Thank you.
I don't trust myself to speak from the heart, so I'm going to read what so many friends and so many people who were influenced and touched by Susan Threadgill have said. I think the most important thing to know is that Susan Threadgill is the gold standard. She is the gold standard by which we measure stage managers. And if you had the privilege of working with her or for her, you know she is the gold standard. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but also you actually did. Susan was responsible for training and mentoring probably the majority of the stage managers that work in this city. Also, many of the ones who work in touring shows, worldwide productions, who are currently working on Broadway and anywhere that a stage manager is needed. So that was Susan. She mentored and she taught, and she taught so many wonderful people who have made a difference, and they continue to make a difference here, and they make a difference in their communities wherever they are because of the lessons that they learned from Susan. I first met Susan when I was a bright-eyed, naive, energetic 18-year-old who was off to college for the very first time. I was a freshman at UT, and I managed to get a job working for the PAC and being a dresser for Austin Lyric Opera. Had no clue what I was doing, but Susan made sure that I did. I was so very young, and there were so many people in the chorus. Most of them older than myself, old enough to be my dad, old enough to be my mom. And my job was to make sure that every single chorus member walked out wearing the exact same costume that they were supposed to wear, wearing the exact makeup that had been assigned to them. Nothing more, nothing less. The chorus walked out like they were supposed to. I soon found out, though, that there were some chorus members who wanted special jewelry because it caught the light. They wanted a special lipstick because it made them stand out and their families could see them from the audience. And I did my best. I made sure just about everybody got out exactly the way they were supposed to, but a couple of them snuck past. And they walked out with their special lipstick and their special jewelry. And so Susan pulled me aside. She probably would have said, "Hold, please." She pulled me aside and she told me that even though those chorus members were so much older than me, and had been doing this for so much longer than I had, that I was in charge. It was not to be bullied. I was not to be taken advantage of. I was to do my job. And my job was to make sure that they walked out in their costumes, in their makeup. Nothing more,
nothing less. And she reminded me that I was important. I was a part of a team, and that even though I had a tiny, insignificant little role in the grand scheme of things, the whole show would not be its best if not for everybody doing their best. The whole vision of the show depended on everyone doing their very best and working together to get it done. That was the first lesson I learned from Susan. I learned that no matter how big or how small my part was, no matter what I did backstage, the success of the whole depends on everyone. And that could be seen through all of her interactions. She mentored, she taught. I remember my freshman year, there was a group of young women, turns out, a whole group of young women who were stage managers. We were all freshmen together. Some of my very best friends in college and still now. They called themselves the BSMs. They were a group of supremely talented, organized, powerful Black women who all happened to be stage managers at the same time. Susan sat them down and said, hey, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, but you are vital and you are important and you need to be here. And even though it was hard and most days they did not want to stage manage, they did it. And they are some of the most amazing women that I know. They run theater companies. They were professors and carried on her legacy and taught stage managing. They have worked around the globe and around the nation, teaching more and more people the lessons that Susan taught us. I mean, they ran a very tight ship. For 4 years, every production that I worked on, every production that my husband and my friends worked on, you wanted them on that crew. You wanted one of those women to be your stage manager because you knew it would be the best. And that was also true on the softball field. Susan loved softball. I remember playing softball with her. My husband has a great story of Susan teaching him how to pitch because she didn't like the way that he did it. So he became one of her students as well. So how do you sum up a life that touched so many people and made such a difference to so many? How do you capture her warmth and her wisdom and just the love that she had with just words? And the answer is you don't. You look at the people around you and you promise to help them and to be there for them. You commit to being the best, whatever it is that you want to be. You commit to be that helping hand that brings up the next wave to carry forward. A good friend of ours, Charlene Spire, said it best. How lucky are we to have known her? May we carry her bright light and her gift of storytelling and her lessons leading with a strong will and a twinkle in our eye always. So as Susan so often closed a lot of her ALO rehearsals with this, I will close with Susan's magic words. Flee. Be gone.
Valenicia Marie Tolbert.
And we will be presenting performances in feature roles. First up, young performer. Noah Berry, Beatrice, Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Abigail Benjamin, Eva, Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Jessica B. Cohen, another great Vortex Repertory Company's Summer Youth Theater. Alex Duchesne Phillips, another Great Depression, Vortex Repertory Company's Summer Youth Theater. Rebecca Freeland, Bridget, Bring It On the Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Barry Gilmore, Ursula, Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Eamon Griffin, Conrad, Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Jago Mystic, Don John, Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Mercy Olguin, Hero, Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. And McKinley Wilson, Danielle, Bring It On to the Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts.
And the first young performer is, I love it, McKinley Wilson, Bring It On the Musical. Yeah, there she comes.
Congrats, McKinley. I'm super proud of you. Yeah.
Next up, featured performer and
No, there's two.
sorry, one more winner for young
Listen, I'm
performer.
not on the committee.
And we also have Abigail Bensman. Bring It On the Musical.
Oh, it's the first syllable. Nice job, lady. I know. No, honestly, that's seriously.
Now featured performer in additional production, edited. Kareem Bader, The Guy Next Door, Stygian Crossing Season 2, La Fenice. Babs George, Emily Inglethorpe, The Mysterious Affairs and Styles, Austin Playhouse. Catherine Grady, Princess Mary, Penguin One, OCD, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Ann Holzman, Elsa Wortman, The Spoon River Project, Part 1, City Theater Company. Remington Johnson, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater. Cassandra Lancaster, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater. Eli Mendelhall, Judd, Radios, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Nano Boy Nagel, Eliza Scrooge, Theodora, A Tilted Christmas Carol, Tilt Performance Room. Mervyn Primo O'Brien, Operator, A Better Place, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Lisa Sheps, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater. And Jesus E. Valles, Sharon, The Vortex Odyssey, Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company.
And we have Babs George for The Mysterious Affair and Styles, Austin We have one more for that category. Kareem later.
I am not Kareem Badra. But he did want me to make sure I thanked Francis Ford Coppola for most of the material that we totally borrowed for Stitch and Crossing. He actually asked me to come up here and do like my best Dennis Hopper, but like I suck at Dennis Hopper. So thanks guys, thanks y'all.
Next up, we have feature performer in digital theater audio. Jayla Ball, Princess Kelp, Doctor, Spells of the Sea. Calling the Awards Festival, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Janelle Buchanan, Baba Yaga, The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. Taylor Flanagan, Tay, Letters from Camp Shrewd, Shrewd Productions. Franny Harold, Navigator Text, Passage, Heartland Theater Club. Karen Jambon, Queen, The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. Roland Balomo, Father Peter, Passage, Heartland Theater Club. Nicole Oglesby, Lieutenant Britt, Passage, Heartland Theater Club. Brennan Patrick, Helper Bot 7, Passage, Heartland Theater Collective. Bill Paul, Harry, The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. Rupert Reyes, King, The Frog Prince, Jared Productions. And Jesus E. Vias, Benjamin, Letters from Camp Shrewd, Shrewd Productions.
And we have Karen Jambon.
I'm not Karen Jambon, nor am I a queen. But on behalf of Karen and queens everywhere, we thank you for this.
And we also have Taylor Flanagan.
You guys are really excited about this. I know it's really silly, but I really like this statue, and I really want it. So this project was really wonderful. If you didn't experience it, I'm sorry. But it was really magical for me because I was missing theater really badly and wanting to not get people sick and hurt them. And I got to write these letters written by Brian Oglesby that were so beautiful and captured the darkness in my heart from this time, but also show this character reach a moment in their lives where they accept love and beauty even when it's mired in filth. So that was really amazing, and I'm really appreciative. And then the audio portion, which is what I actually got awarded for, was also really great. So thank you, Shannon and Brian, the other writers of the other pieces, the amazing castmates, even though I didn't get to see them at all. And did I already thank Shannon? Yes. Okay. And Shrewd Productions in general, and all of you, and the Iden Payne Awards.
Okay. Next up, we have feature performer in digital theater live. Zach Carr, Clark Megan, The Spin, Street Corner Arts. John R. Christopher, Ghost, Fall the House, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Susanna Crowell, Jenny, doo-wop friend, ensemble, human resources and musical, Mallory Schlossberg. Natalie D. Garcia, Casey Pecoraro, The Spin, Street Corner Artists. Kelsey Mazak, April Henning, The Spin, Street Corner Artists. Carissa Memrick, Recruiter, Human Resources and Musical, Natalie Schlossberg. Danielle Molly, Margot Quinn, Human Resources and Musical, Mallory Schlossberg. Luis Ordaz Gutierrez, Claudimando, La Razi Cosmica, Teatro and Vortex Repertory Company. Bo Paul, Mr. Tackleton, The Cricket on the Hearth, different stages. And Robin Rothman Taylor, Isabel Hood, Human Resources and Musical, Mallory Schlossberg.
We have Luis Ordaz Gutierrez.
Muchísimas gracias a toda la comunidad del Teatro de Austin. Thank you all. I think I speak for all performers in these post-pandemic times. It's a bitch. It's hard. Proyecto Teatro, we just launched our first in-person event in literally 2 years last week. Fandango de los Muertos. And it's so hard. It's really hard. Everything is 3 times the price as it used to be. Equipment is not there. 24-inch zippers don't exist anymore. Teal blue bias is just not around on Amazon. But I think the perseverance and the passion that we all as artists and as performers have is what's keeping our community together. The beautiful connections that we've made in the last 2 years are just absolutely memorable. So although it's been so hard for us in Proyecto Teatro and for me as a performer, but being able to meet Octavia and Mindy, yes, and everything that's happened to me as a performer and as an artistic director in Austin in these pandemic times, it's like, damn, like Austin has got it. So, muchísimas gracias, and let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going.
And we have one more feature. It's digital theater live, and that is John R. Christopher. Yes.
Okay, well, we'll make sure it gets.
We accept this on whose behalf?
It will be sitting in my living room.
And we have featured performer in live theater. Faith Anderson, Telemachus, T. The Descendants, Vortex Odyssey, Vortex Repertory Company. Christina Blake, Althea. Annie Junk and the Library of Heaven, Vortex Repertory Company. Jeremy Rashad Brown, Dr. Junk. Annie Junk and the Library of Heaven, Vortex Repertory Company. Andrew De La Garza, Twig, Bring It On, The Musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts. Michael Galvan, Hades, The Underworld, The Vortex Odyssey, Ali Koenig, Dogberry, Much Ado About Nothing, Osham Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Ava McQuaid, Mrs. Gomez, Annie Johnson, Meredith O'Brien, Miss Candace, John Theater, Dane Parker, KJ, Annie Johnson, Vortex Secretary, and Evan Vines, Randall, Bring It On, the musical, Summer Stock Austin, and Texas Performing Arts.
And first goes to Jeremy Rashad Brown.
Hey, y'all. I'm not saying this as any kind of platitudes. I literally was not expecting this. And so I'd like to thank each and every one of you who voted, and also the Iden Payne committee. I do not have anything that's prepared because literally I was not expecting this. So we are going to use our improv skills to get this off the ground and get us through this beautiful ceremony while we're still in a pandemic, but safely here. So thank y'all so much for everything you do. I'd like to thank the Annie Jump production, the Vortex, the cast, my family, and my brain. It's not working, but the beautiful story that was told via Annie Jump, and the character that I had to embody, who is Christopher Jump, with bipolar disorder. Mental health awareness is very, very, very necessary. And to make sure that we give it a platform to invoke some type of conversation in a safe space, in a very productive space, is so important. And so I'm just honored that Rudy and Marcus and Bonnie trusted me with that character, and Raina Hardy, playwright, trusted me with that character of Christopher Jump to properly portray him in a way to where bipolar disorder is very much an accurate depiction that I guess I was able to depict. Thank y'all so much. This is a beautiful night. I'm having a great time, and again, I was not expecting this. Thank you. Beautiful. I love y'all, and I've gone a little bit. You guys know me? Okay, well, I'm gonna look over my phone. Let me go. Yes, I got fun.
And we do have one more featured, sorry, I got a little emotional. Featured performance in live theater. And it is Eva McQuaid.
I apologize, we seem to be missing a trophy, but we will get it to you.
I know where you live. No! Oh my gosh! Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh boy. What a time to be alive, you guys. Oh gosh, okay. Thank you to Marcus and Rudy and Bonnie and Melissa and the rest of the folks at the Vortex. To Clarissa, a wonderful, wonderful stage manager. It is right. And to the rest of the cast. Oh, yeah, you all are great. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful to be able to present a teacher. Rudy said, do you want to sing Bowie and do it drunk on stage? The answer is always yes. I love teachers. My mom was a teacher. I have learned from some wonderful, wonderful folks in my life, so it's an honor to present their story and to be a part of just this wonderful thing of coming back to live theater. What a time. Thank you all so very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the committee, of course, and just to all of you here for working with me, next to me, beside me, giving me your energy, your love. I give it back to all of you, and I thank you all for all of your work always, and I support you, and I'm here for you, and I love y'all. Y'all are great. Thank you so much.
Hello, I have one more thing to present. If you've been following current events, you know that the climate for trans people is not great. There's attacks from state legislatures, harmful rhetoric from certain pop culture figures, manufactured panics. There's a lot more that could be said, but one thing I've noticed is how often the lives of the people impacted get lost in the media coverage. In Ground Floor Theater's production, Trans Lives, Trans Voices, what gets lost in so much media coverage is centered and lifted up. It's my honor to present on behalf of the council a special certificate for public uplifting of trans voices to Ground Floor Theater for their production, Trans Lives, Trans Voices.
Not to quote Jeremy Rashad Brown, I did not expect that. Actually, I truly appreciate it. When we created Trans Lives, Trans Voices, it was for the very reason of giving voice to trans people. In my experience as a trans person who transitioned in a time when trans people were not visible at all, what I learned as I went through my advocacy journey is that the more people knew and met us, the more people understood that we are just that, people. And then the next time that they hear pejorative words taken towards a trans person, they might stop and say, hey, no, I met Lisa Shepps the other day, and she's pretty good, she's pretty funny, and cute. So cute. So our goal was to do exactly that, was to put a voice to trans people and show how we live our lives day to day. And I'm really proud of the, and I don't remember exactly how many, the 15 or 20 of us that told our stories that are available on our website. But this award goes to each and every one of them and the brave steps that they take every single day by living their truth out on these streets. Thank you so very much.
And the final pod of categories for the night. Production. Production of digital theater, improvised. The nominees are Dr. Boo's Creepy Neighborhood, Hideout Theater. #Found, Hideout Theater. Holly Jolly Journey, Hideout Theater.
And the winner is #Found by Hideout Theater.
I regret not calling it Pound Found.
Somewhere in the beginning, terrible part of the pandemic, when we were all like, oh fuck, are we ever gonna do theater again? Is this ever gonna happen again? Adrian came to me and he was like, hey, how would I do a thing? And I'm like, whatever, let's do a thing. I don't know what anybody's doing right now. Let's just do it. And then he had this idea for doing a found footage sort of horror film improvised, and I was like, oh yeah. I got super excited about it, and we cast a bunch of people from all over the world. One of the people in the Philippines literally would teach his homeroom class, then come do the production, and then go back to teaching because it was in the morning in the Philippines. So it was really exciting to do something very, very different than I've ever done before. It was really exciting to work with Adrian. I want to thank the whole cast because they're amazing. And I also just want to thank every single person who did something in theater, improv, production, who kept going, because this was a hard time to keep going, and you kept going. Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, production of digital theater audio. Nominees are The Frog Prince, Jarrett Productions. Letters from Camp Shrew, The Shrew Productions. The Speaker Speaks, Jarrett Productions. Spells in the Sea, Bowen Woodworks Festival.
And your winner is The Frog Prince by Jarrett Productions.
Thank you so much. We have some of our company here, but I do want to recognize some of the folks that aren't here with us tonight, because this was a journey that started probably in the early part of March. And it started with a conversation I had with the playwright Dan Caffrey, because I knew he was a prolific playwright, and I thought he just might have something special for us that we could do as an audio production this summer. And although it didn't air until the month of August, the journey started in March. And actually the journey started before that with the script, because while Dan was here in the MFA program at the University of Texas, the genesis of this script began, and then it was finished while he was in Atlanta, and it was polished up while he was in Brooklyn, and where he is now. But all due respect to Dan Caffrey, because it always starts with the words. So we're very proud of that. Also, there were a lot of sounds in this, and you saw their names earlier in the show as nominees, but Craig Brock, our sound designer, and Dave Cooper, who was our one-man frog band, did a wonderful job of creating the atmosphere with the sound effects and the music, and it was wonderful the way Craig and Dave managed to recreate a great soundtrack of some very memorable tunes without getting us any lawsuits. So we're very proud of that. Also, we had some character illustrations done by Susan Branchtown. That was wonderful. Thanks to Susan for that. Part of our cast is here. We have our king is here, Rupert Reyes, and we have our princess, Jackie Calloway. You've already signed her. Bo, I don't know where Bo disappeared to, but Bo Paul, who was Harry. Toby Minor was the Frog Prince himself, and Janelle Buchanan was Baba Yaga, and you've already honored Karen Jambon, who was the queen. But Carlo, you need to come up here also, because Carlo is a very important part of our company. Our marketing and all is done by the marketing company called Garcia Squared. It's Natalie and Carlo, so thanks to them. And last but not least is this guy here, Will Douglas. Will Douglas is my right-hand man. and sometimes he's my left-hand man. But he has worked on all of our virtual productions this summer. Speaker Speaks, a portrait of my mother, and the Frog Prince. So thanks to all of these guys who have made this possible. Thanks to you, thanks to the Iden Payne Committee for making that possible. And it was so great, even though we couldn't perform in front of people in Austin, Texas in a live situation for most of the time, that it was good to be able to do something that you could hear or see virtually anywhere, because the Frog Prince was actually heard in 125 different cities, in 25 different states, 5 different countries, and we actually got a review from London. And that's the only review we got. Go figure. But it was a good review. And we thank you very much.
A production of a digital short edited. The nominees are A Better Place, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. Ding, DAT Short Play Festival 2021, Deaf Austin Theater. The First Night, The Vortex Odyssey Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company. Flat Hens Don't Lay Eggs or How the Chicken Crossed the Road, Manifest 2020, New Manifest Theater Company. Medusa Problems, The Vortex Odyssey Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company. And Miss Your Touch, The Vortex Odyssey Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company.
And your winner is Medusa Problems, the Vortex Odyssey Underworld. Vortex
Wow, y'all, thanks again. I did that. I made that, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I look forward to posting it up on Facebook because I thought, wow, I wonder who actually watched it. I'll post it so y'all can see it. Yay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Production of digital theater edited. The nominees are Interrapiados, Drama Central. The Mysterious Affair at Styles, Austin Playhouse. Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, Volva Pope, Vortex Repertory Company. Stygian Crossing Season 2, La Fenice. The Vortex Odyssey Underworld, Vortex Repertory Company. Trans Lives, Trans Voices, Ground Floor Theater.
And your winner is Trans Lives, Trans Voices.
Well, I said everything I was going to say earlier. I totally didn't expect this either. So thank you to everybody that participated. Thank you to the Iden Payne Council. I'm going to take this opportunity, since I said most of my words before, to just reach out and thank the Austin theater community. I think that we took a lot of steps during this pandemic to come together, and I like that that's still going on, and I have so much respect and love for each of you, and we'll just keep going and make the Austin theater community stronger and stronger and stronger. So thank you.
Production of digital theater live. The nominees are Fall the House, UT Department of Theater and Dance. Human Resources, the Musical, Oliver Schlossberg. A Portrait of My Mother, Jarrett Productions. La Raza Cosmica, Proyecto Teatro and Vortex Repertory Company. The Spin, Street Corner Arts.
And your winner is The Spin, Street Corner Arts. I just want to echo what Lisa said. I think it's really amazing what this community has done. I think it's really important. All of you who've done something digitally this year have a new set of skills. And I think it's okay for that to continue, because it's about access as well. Not everybody can go out to the theater, see a live performance, but There are a lot of people out there that can watch them from their homes. And if we can make theater accessible to everyone, whether they're in a culture desert or if they just need more accessibility, we should continue to do that. So thank you to the Iden Payne for recognizing digital theater, and thank you to Street Corner Arts for producing the spin, and thank you for everyone for watching, and continue to support each other, tell your friends about shows that they're doing, and just share the love of theater, and let's be better people. Thank you.
And the final category of the night, production of live theater. The nominees are Any Jump and the Library of Heaven, Vortex Repertory Company. Bring It On the Musical, Silverstock Austin and Texas Performing Arts. Much Ado About Nothing, Austin Shakespeare's Young Shakespeare. Rain Falls Special on Me. And Wildcraft, Bottle Alley Theater Company and Vortex Repertory Company.
And your winner is Any Jump in the Library of Heaven.
I want to start by honoring someone who is not here tonight, the incredible Marcus McWhorter. If you have not, Marcus McWhorter runs the theater program at ACC and has done some really incredible work with ACC and with Spectrum Theater Company, and we were so honored to have him come work at the Vortex and bring his incredible artistry and in particular his sensitivity as a father to this piece that were so essential. And I also want to shout out to Raina Hardy, our playwright. Something I love about this town, and the reason why I'm still here even though I don't go here anymore, is that Austin cultivates new work so beautifully and with such fidelity and with such love. I love the fact that Raina and so many other writers have found homes here, and we're so proud and happy, and thank you to the Iden Payne Committee. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all this amazing team, this amazing crew, and Bonnie would like to say something. Come join us.
I especially want to thank the Texas Commission on the Arts and their Cultural District Program funding, which made this all possible as part of Six Square, Austin's Black Cultural Arts District. Without this funding, this production would not have happened. And with this funding, we were uncertain that this production would happen. And so I'm so grateful to all of the artists for having the courage and strength to step forward in a pandemic and say, we're going to do this show outside and we're going to make this thing happen. So I'm just so grateful that we did it. Thank you, everybody.
We're out of trophies. So, but the ice man showed up with more ice. There's still vodka and still gin and Prosecco. And they're not going to kick us out for at least another 45 minutes. But after 45 minutes, everyone still here has to stack a chair. So, that's the end of our official proceedings, but please don't go. I love you so much.